Okay, so we did a little aeration this morning, and I just wanted to go through the yard real quick, get some nice shots, a little before, take a look at what's happening so you can see what we're doing. So you can see this part over here where I actually sprayed everything out. I had to come back through here the last couple of days and put down another hit of Roundup. I think it's killed off a majority of the Bermuda. That may be a blessing or a curse. We added peat moss over the top of that once I got all of that set up. And what that's going to do is that's just going to trap moisture in or around the seed. I purchased another timer. That timer is going to make sure that we're getting water out here on a timely manner, making sure that the seed stays moist to enhance our germination period. This area over here has been doing really, really well. I was worried because of the heat zone, whether or not it would do quite as well, but looks good. So we aerated all the way up and down this. You can see it looks pretty torn up. But I'm not so worried about actually aerating it as, it kind of is nice. It sets up some really great places for seeds to germinate. Again, I think the thing that's really going to make the difference is when we start pushing water out on all this. Now I've got a double timer back here, and that double timer basically is going to allow me to water both sides of this evenly every single day. I'm going to have to do some stuff up here from a manual standpoint to make sure that this section gets the amount of water that it needs. It's pretty neglected just because it's up here a little bit higher. And you can see how this portion down here where I seeded earlier is actually doing okay. I did put down starter fertilizer. I am going to hit it with a round of humic, a round of aerate, a round of microgreen, and a round of, I don't remember what the other one is, but they're all those things are going to get pushed. So I expect, especially with the declining temperatures, for all this to really, really pick up and start growing a little bit. And again, let's not discount the fact that we're going to increase the amount of water that's getting down on this by quite a bit. It hasn't rained here in probably a month. I don't know. I've got a video of the last time it actually rained pretty well that I'm going to push here shortly, but we're going to water in all this fertilizer, starter fertilizer, everything. And you can see, where it's getting water, it looks amazing. And that's the thing that in the past didn't happen. And since I've been putting down the humic acids, the aerate, all that, the microgreens, which I think is super important because the plant looks more robust. One of the things I thought was interesting is in an article in Sports Turf Monthly last month, they went through all the micronutrients and they talked about their function. One of those was boron, and boron helps cell wall health. Thought that was really interesting. So, if I was low in that, I'm not now, because the plants look tall, strong, and vibrant. It's like they have a balanced diet. They've got everything that they need. I'm super excited to just push this twice. I got 2 applications of starter fertilizer I'm going to put down this fall. We'll see where it goes from there. The other part too is just the different cultivar of tall turf type fescue that we're putting down. It's one that Pete from GCI Turf, who's just up the road from us, recommends. We're going to do that. Next summer he's coming out with a Kentucky Bluegrass version that's supposed to be able to handle the heat. I would be lying if I said I'm not going to buy that. The real question is whether or not we spray everything out again next fall and start all over again with Kentucky Bluegrass. The answer is probably going to be yes. I like the idea of Kentucky Bluegrass because it spreads versus tall turf type fescue, which is a clumping grass. So I'm excited about that concept. We'll have to see how this does through next summer, but I'm anticipating it does pretty well. See you next time.